Well, this is actually my third year bringing the Airbus in for FedEx, and it's so very exciting to, like today, we taxied in. I've got an all-female crew to pull up to this plaza here to see so many women wearing their Women in Aviation t-shirts. It was very, very exciting because when I started flying, I didn't know where I was going with it. I was just doing it because I just enjoyed flying, and here I am 36 years later, and there are so many women that are represented. We're still underrepresented as pilots, but it's so wonderful to just be part of a time when so many women are coming together to support each other and network, which there was no networking back in the day. Back in the late 70s, when I was in high school, my mom was the one that got me interested in flying. Both my parents were general aviation pilots, and she took me for my first ride in a Cessna.
My father got me started in aviation when I was 16. He took me for my first ride in a Piper Cub down at Homestead General in South Miami, Florida, which is south of Miami International Airport. I always dreamed of being a pilot as a very young girl, but didn't know if that was a possible option for me. I hung on to that, and I kept working toward that goal, keeping the big picture in mind all the time of what I wanted to do, and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so to speak.
I got started flying in about 1979, so I wasn't the pioneer, of course, but I was certainly on the first wave of women to go on to become airline pilots.
The first obstacle I encountered when I went to my first Air Force Reserve recruiter to help me to be a liaison to get into the Air Force. This was in the 80s, and there were not a lot of women pilots in the military. And as a matter of fact, he said, "Hey, I want to put you in as an aeronautical engineer." I said, "No, I want to be a pilot." So I went to another recruiter, and he was the opposite. He was like, "You know what? You look like a hard worker. You're going to school, you're paying your way through, your grades are good, you're highly motivated, you're already flying. I think you would be a good officer candidate, pilot candidate for the Air Force." And I flew in the Air Force Reserve Unit for almost 7 years. My other obstacle was physical. I was 1/8 of an inch too short in sitting height to get in the Air Force. And so I hung upside down on inversion boots, and I quit jogging, and I made him measure me again first thing in the morning, because you're a 1/2 inch taller in the morning than you are in the afternoon. And I got in. You never, never give up, and you never take no for an answer. You're not always going to be successful in everything you do toward that goal, but there's always another road to take. There are so many opportunities out there now for women in aviation. There's scholarships, there's college, there's mentor, there's other women who are mentoring, military mentors. Just don't give up. That's what I would say. It takes perseverance. It really does.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Stratus 2S is the ultimate iPad upgrade. This simple-to-use pocket-sized receiver delivers subscription-free weather, ADS-B traffic, WASP GPS, and backup attitude. And everything is beautifully displayed in ForeFlight Mobile. For more information, visit sporties.com/stratus.
The new TN70 from Trig Avionics combines a WASP GPS receiver and matching antenna in one convenient and affordable package. It's the smart way to achieve ADS-B out compliance. Contact your approved Trig dealer now. Find out more at trigavionics.com.